Highlevel Harris, the best affiliate on the planet. Now let's learn how you're going to use the website builder like a pro. So sit back, get some popcorn, not popcorn, but sit back and I'm going to teach you everything from the basic level all the way to more higher levels. I have future videos going more in detail into the advanced stuff, but just for overall grasp, for your understanding, because when I first saw the website builder, it looks so confusing. Obviously now I've been using Highlevel for a couple of years. It's very easy to me now, but I understand if you're confused. Okay, first things first, you want to find a company, local business that you can build the website for. So let's say I just typed the top hair and beauty salon. Salons are quite a good niche to go after because you can make them a calendar, you can add automations for their customers to book on their calendar for an appointment. And once the company gets reliant on that, then they're reliant on your software and they pay you $2.97 every month and it's seamless. Okay, so if you look at this business right here, Rose Hair and Beauty Salon, they've only got 8 reviews. They've got no website. These are the businesses that you can go after and make them hooked on your software. So let's see how we'll do that. If you're just going to outreach to them with and show them a website, like a mock-up website, you could do this in any sub account. But if they're happy with the services and want to pay you, you need to create them a sub account and make that website there. Okay, so first you want to do is go to the sites tab, then websites. Now I would never recommend starting a website from scratch. It's too long and it's just too much. So what you want to do is go to new website and choose one template. Okay, so this is like a hair salon, so let's try find something in beauty and fashion that can go well. We could also search like hair, type in hair. Let's see, let's go with this one. Okay, hair studio. Press continue. Now it's adding that template to our account. Okay, so we've got a literal template done for us right here. So first things first is we want to create them a logo, and we do that in Canva. Okay, so go to Canva. You can get a pro account for free if you do the free trial and cancel later. Go to logo. Now we just want go into designs, type in hair salon right here. Pick one of these, any like, well, this will do. The background's quite dark, so we can make this white to stand out. Change the name to their name, what was the name. Okay, let's say we just use that. Go to download. You want a transparent background, which you can only do with a pro account, but you can get a free trial. So get that, download that up. Okay, that's downloaded. Now what you want to do is click the logo. Okay, then on the right we've got this navigation menu. Now we want to scroll down until you see brand logo configuration. So here you want to click this and upload our logo that we just made. Let that upload, and here it is. Okay, so it doesn't look too good, but if I was doing this properly, I would like change the font, make that smaller, blah blah blah. But we can make it just a tiny bit smaller if we do 150. I'll probably prefer this was black. Yeah, okay, or even just slightly off black. Now starting from the top. So the home page, the about page, the services page, and the contacts page. You need to create separate pages, but this is just the home page. Once you create the contacts page, what you do is to connect the contacts page to this button, the contact button here. You click this, you go to menu items here, you go to this little box here, and you say go to page, and it will be the contact page, okay? And you press submit. So now whenever you click that button, it will take you to the contacts page. And any button, like the schedule and appointment button, you'd click it, go right to the bottom, button actions, and that button should take us to schedule and appointment, should take us to a calendar page. Obviously we need to go into that page and make it, but that's how you'd connect this button to that page. And obviously you always want to press save and update SEO. Okay, so moving down, we've got this big image here. If we don't like this image, we can just go to we can change the background image. We can go on Google and find a nice image of a hair salon and change it. So how you change this background image, you just go to background, you click this, go to background media, and then upload something. So for example, just for a complete example, like this here, see how we just changed the whole background? But obviously I don't want that because it's not that. I'll keep it there. Now all this stuff here, how you would fill the writing out is you go on ChatGPT and tell it to write you a headline for a beauty salon called Rose and Hair Beauty Salon, and copy and paste what it tells you into this, okay? Literally all of it. Here we've got another button, so obviously we can change the font size, make it bigger, make it smaller, how bold we want the font to be. Here, most important thing is the button action. So whenever you click that button, what do you want to happen? So this says claim your free hair treatment. So this opens a pop-up. Now what a pop-up is, if you go to the top here, you got pop-up settings. So what pop-up settings is that whenever you click that button, this pop-up will jump on the screen. You can change whatever you want this to say to, like blah blah blah. We're gonna go on to each of these. I'm gonna tell you what each of these are in a minute. But yeah, so what the pop-up settings is that when you click that button, this pop-up will come and you can change whatever you want it to say, like claim your free blah blah blah. Okay, that's pop-up settings. So now moving down, what you want to do is fill this out with whatever ChatGPT says to fill out with their name, blah blah blah. Of course, this button, remember what we want to do is always link the button to whatever we want. So we can make this button open a pop-up, go to any website URL. So if I want this button, for example, to load up my software, lmx.com, you'll get this URL. We'll put it here, press save, and we can preview it with this little eye icon here. So let's preview this. So if you have a look, this one, remember when I said it opens pop-up? For example, if you click this button, this pop-up shows up, okay? So remember what I said? When I click this button, I've linked it to a URL to my website. So let's click it and it should open my website. Boom, it opens my website. Do you see how that works? Okay, so now you can add fancy things, like you can add a little shadow. If you go to click this image, you can change the height. You can change the height of it if you want it small, if you want it big. You can change. You can have image actions. So what that is that when you click this image, do you want it to go to a website URL? You can choose that, but I just want nothing to happen to it. You can add. What I'd recommend with every image is to add a box shadow. You can change the shadow, but it just makes it pop out a bit. You can change. And what a cool thing you can do with the text, once you filled it out, you can add animations to it. So you can add like an up animation, a down animation. There is a lot to this website builder, but I'm just going to go through systematically. There's much more to this. I'm gonna make loads of videos on this website builder, going into more advanced things. Just giving you an overall brief. Okay, so we've added a box shadow to this. We can change this to whatever ChatGPT says to put. We've got a button going down. We can change all this if we like. Now, what I'm going to show you is all the elements you can add. Okay, so first element we can add is a headline. So we can drag this anywhere we like. So if let's say we wanted a headline above here and you wanted to say welcome to hair, and very simple. We can go change the alignment here. I recommend you playing around with this yourself. Okay, just test around with it, change the background to whatever we like, make that opaque. Let's say in this headline we want hair and beauty to be a different color. What we can do is underline it, then go to click this box. Then you see here it says underline text. We can change it to another color. Okay, and you can play around with that. That's headline. Then we've got sub headline, which is the same thing. You can do the exact same thing. We have paragraph, if you want to add a paragraph there. We have a bullet list, if you want to add any bullet lists. So if you want to say, if you can put here features and like hair removal, next hair transplant, or some whatever. Okay. Then we can make our own buttons. So this button does look very nice. So we want this, but let's say we want this button to say contact us. So we'll click this button we scroll down. In this text box right here, you want to say contact us. And then maybe below it in the subtext, you want to say click here. Okay. Now this button looks very, very ugly. Okay. This button looks very ugly. So the background color, I'm not too happy with. I think black would look probably nice. Let's curve it off as well. So we can make it full width, but I think fluid is better. Button effects, we can make it glow. We can make it elevate. So for example, whenever we hover over it, you see how it goes up? So we can animate it like that. Button effects, and you can choose bounce. So it's always bouncing, but that looks a bit scammy, so I don't like that. You can make it line flat, so there's no background. So if you click this line flat, you can see it goes transparent like that. Then obviously you'd want to change the color of the text to black in the general section, okay, to black. But here's what you want to do to make it curved. You want to add a border, add a full border. You can change the border color to black, and border radius, this is where you curve it off. So let's do 75. Now do you see how it's curved off there? And one thing with high level, if you ever want to if you want to change the spacing between two things, for example, this button and this about us is too close. So what you do is click the button, you scroll down on the general section, and this margin and padding is where you change how close things are. So you just play around with it. You'll understand it the more you play around with it. So I'll click this bottom one and I can increase it, and you see how that's moving away. I like it, that distance looks good, and you can press save. So that's how you do that. And obviously we want this button to do something, so we can make it go to a page. We can make it go to a page like the thank you page, contact us page. So we do that, and that button is now functional. We can add a form here, so you can select your form, like whatever form it may be. You can add a form in whatever it may be, and you do that in the form builder in high level. But I'm going to go through that in future videos. I'm just teaching you the basics. Now, if you want to add image sliders, so you go here, drag it here. And guys, if you want one-to-one support with your website, join my affiliate program below. Here's all the benefits you get. I'll literally jump on Zoom calls with you one-on-one, and I'll teach you everything and mentor you through everything. So that's fine. Then we've got image slider here, and then what we want to do is add an image. So image slide 1, add an image. Let's just pick this AI one. That'll be there. You can change the height of it to be smaller, to be bigger, whatever you want it to be. I'll obviously pick better pictures. Then you go to slide 2, add an image, add slide 3. Then what you can do is just, once you go on preview, you can flick through the slides, okay? We've got a video, you can add a video in. Video builder, so what we do is click video. You can have a YouTube video, a Vimeo video, a Wistia. Wistia is the most common one, I'll recommend that. But all of them can work. So what you do is go on Wistia, create a video, it'll give you a URL, you paste the URL there, and the video will play. Same thing, you can add borders, you can add box shadows, but we've already gone through that. You can create FAQs. Okay, see how I've dropped the FAQ here, but it is landed awkwardly. So what you want to do if it lands awkwardly is, the orange box is the innermost box, the purple is the second, blue is the third, and green is the last. So what we want to do is create a blue section under this, which is a column here. Then you want to add an element, which is the FAQ, so it doesn't sit awkwardly right there. Then you can go here and change how you want it to be. Go to your list item, change the title to whatever you want it to be, whatever question, like how much do we charge, add the info here, like 297, whatever, add an image here, and then that work perfectly once you press save. You've got code, which I'll make a separate video on, it's a bit techie. You've got surveys, which I'm going to make a separate video on. You can add a survey for them to fill out and create an automation of that. You can do the same thing with calendars. So you can add a calendar for them, which is useful in this case scenario because you can create a calendar for them, and then someone can book on. You add automations. I'll make a separate video on that, but this is how you add it. And at the bottom, you can create a map. We've got a map here. But what you can do if that wasn't there, let's get rid of it. Add an element, create a map, and then we can open search box and then type in the location, save it, and that will be there. And save the location of where the company is. It looks quite cool. Now, what's a really cool one is this review widget right here. If you've connected the company's Google My Business, which basically allows you to access the Google reviews. So this company only has 8 Google reviews. What you can do is connect the Google reviews to Highlevel. Okay, so then firstly, the reputation tab, you'll be able to refute Google reviews and check them and automate Google reviews, which is important. What you also can do is website is create a review widget. So once you place this down, and you've connected the local business's Google My Business, which allows access to Highlevel to their Google reviews. Once you place this down and you preview it, I obviously don't have Rose Hair and Beauty Salons Google My Business connected, but what it looks like, I'll show you. So here's one that I've done. So what it looks like is once you paste that down, it extracts all the Google reviews from Google and pastes it here. So what our clients say about us, you can go down, you can go here, write a review, and everything is just seamless. And it looks pretty cool. So that's what the review widget is. Just get rid of that. You've also got things like navigation menu, which is this thing at the top, so we don't need that. We've got dividers, which you can separate. So this thing here is a divider. So what you want to do, if you want to like separate things, you can just make the width like 50%. You make it thicker with the height, whatever you want to do. You can align it to the right, left, and do whatever you like. Then at the bottom, you want to add social icons. But if you go to social media icons here, you can just drag and drop whichever one looks good. So we can add this here, pick what you want. And then what you do is click these little pens and then add the URL to their Facebook. And whenever you click that, it would open their Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Okay, so let's say you've now made this homepage. How do you make the contacts page? So firstly, you want to save this. Once we saved it, we can go here and then go to the contacts page. You can click it, or you can go back and then we've got the contacts page here and edit it. So now you can add all those features that we already talked about. So the contact us page. So what you can do is you can get rid of this and just keep it like this. Add their email, you can add their address, you can add their phone number, you can add the map back here to make it symmetrical. Add the map. So what you can do is just create a headline. Now, do you see how I added a headline there? But what if I wanted the headline in the middle there? What I would do, remember what I told you? So you go down to the blue one, create a column above it, now add your headline, okay? Then you can type here, contact us here. And then you can add their email, add their phone numbers, add all that, then press save. So now you can go back and add the logo, that sort of thing, and make sure everything's connected. These buttons are connected. So let's go back to the home page. So let's pretend that you've created now the contact page and you're happy with it. What you do is go here and make sure that this is connected to the contact us page. And any other page like here is connected to the contact us page. So now whenever we preview it, the contact us page will take us to this page that remember we just made a second ago. It will take us here, and that's how it basically runs. Now once you made all the pages and you link them to the correct buttons, and once you've connected all the buttons to the right pages, I'll show you one more. Let's do a schedule an appointment page, which is quite important. So if you want to schedule an appointment, you of course want to create them a calendar. So you want to go back in Highlevel, go to calendar, should be calendars. And what you wanna do is go to calendar settings, press create calendar, go to round robin, name it whatever you like, add a team member for the time being. If you're demoing it, you can put yourself, but if you're actually making it, you put the client. Any questions, put in the comments. URL, add any URL like hair and beauty. The duration, how you can ask them however long the appointment is. Check their availability if it's 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'll create a separate video on how you do this. Press done. Demo. Then what you want to do is make sure you go on edit. I'll make a separate video on this. You can add the calendar logo. Go to availability. You want to check their availability. So if they're available from 8 till 5, if they're available from 8 till, let's pretend they're available from 8 till 12, then 2 to 5. So what you can do is go to 8 to 12, and then press add, and then 2 till 5. So what that would do on a Sunday is give availability from 8 to 12, and then 2 till 5, and it'll block out the time in between from 12 to 2. Okay. Make sure the meeting interval, which I think was 45 minutes, is the same as the meeting duration. The date range, you can just go to 50. Date range is basically how many days in advance they can book. I've created a video when I overview every section in Highlevel, how this all works. Go on my channel and then look at that. Acknowledgement email, so whenever someone books, they get an automated email. Press save. Go back into sites. Let's go into the calendar appointment. If you want to change this name to calendar appointment bookings, and change the URL here to bookings. Okay, update page. Now let's add the calendar we just made here. So let's get rid of all this. We don't need any of that. Here, add calendar. If that is not there, you just create a section, go to calendar, pick the calendar demo we just made, and there it is. Obviously we want to add the logo, boom boom boom. You save it, preview it, and link the schedule and appointment page to this page. Okay, now of course what we also want to do is add a domain. So what we want to do, if they're in a sub account, go to settings, go down to domains, and you need to purchase a domain from like GoDaddy is a good one. Then press add, enter the domain. So if I brought alamx.com as my domain, so you type your domain here, then what it will do is it will extract everything, then you log into GoDaddy, and then it would synchronize it itself. If you need help with that, join my affiliate program, jump on free Zoom calls with me, and we'll go through it. Once you've added their custom domain, you'll come to settings, domain, and then click the domain and press save. So then what that does is that whenever you go on the actual internet and type alamx.com, which is my domain, it open the web page. And what else you can do is add a chat widget, which you go into here. What a chat widget is just this little thing here, and customers can come, add questions. You can upsell this to your clients as well. They come here, press send, and then what that does is that will send a message to the Lead Connector mobile app, which is connected to your account, and you'd log into Lead Connector with the same login details as your Highlevel account. You can customize all this, pretty self-explanatory. Go to websites, go to hair salon, go to settings, and then just tick the box for chat widget and press save. So now this page has a chat widget at the bottom here that people can message. And last thing I want to talk about, just for the overview basics of websites, you always want to check how it looks in mobile view, because a lot of people go on websites through their phone, not on laptop. So we want to go through here and check if everything looks right. If I want this to be smaller, I can just click it, and then font size, I can make it smaller. Okay, and what's good is that you can change sizes. You can have one size on desktop, and you can have a totally different size on mobile view. Likewise, if you want to hide certain things, if you want only certain things to be viewed on mobile and not desktop, or if you want things to be seen only on desktop and not mobile. So for example, if I want to hide this schedule appointment on mobile, you click it, you go to advanced, then you see visibility, you just get rid of mobile. So now it's not on mobile, but it is on desktop. So that's that. So I've just gone over through some basics with website builder. Hopefully you got a bit more understanding. If you want me to sit down with you one-on-one, explain to you any questions you have, join my affiliate program. Here's all the perks, and it's the best affiliate program on the planet. So I hope you got a better understanding. I'm gonna make future videos going more in depth into automations, into surveys, forms, pop-up settings. Any questions, let me know. I'll make a video on it. So that's it. Thank you.